Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris, and today we're going to do a slightly different video than what I've done until now, and that is really a new series that I want to begin that's called Makeup Revisited. I feel as though it is very much a big trend on YouTube or within the beauty community as a total that we only ever look at what is the newest and the greatest products on the market, and kind of once it's had its moment in the spotlight, it kind of disappears and you never hear about it again. But as a consumer, of course, you perhaps lean towards reviews of other people to see whether or not a product is worth buying. You go out and purchase it, and then you see nothing about it anymore. So I wanted to start this series to kind of use products that I already own. I'm waiting for Black Friday things to come in, so you know we got to look within the collection itself. And I want to start this series of videos. Now, the products that are in this series are still available for purchase, but never forget, if you have something that is similar, or the tones are similar, or the texture is similar, go ahead and use that. You know, use the makeup that you have. So, for today, we are really focusing on the Juvia'S Magic Palette. And you know that this is the OG because of the size of the pans. This was like the first generation that really was massive pans. Since then, they've kind of downsized it and made it a mini palette, which probably is for the best. So I'm gonna create a makeup look, and if you wanna see how I go from this to this. So if you're interested to see how I created this look today using the Magic by Juvia'S palette, then keep on watching. So I've already got an eye primer on, and today I'm going to take this little baby here. This is the P. Louise Acid Rain paint in the color Glow Girl, and I'm going to use it to kind of sketch out kind of just this inner corner. It's going to act as a colored base, of course. And just kind of help everything kind of pop. And this is kind of just really a blueprint of kind of where I want the shape to go with this eyeshadow look. So yeah, looks a little crazy, but trust the process. So the first color that I'm going to take is this one here, this sort of orange color, and it's called Zakaya, I hope. And it is just kind of a burnt orange color. And we're going to kind of just work this over the edges, working in very small motions. We want the shape to be contained. So now just beginning to connect that kind of back corner of the wing, kind of up and swoop it into the shape in the crease. And we're using side to side motions with our blending brush. Very light hand. Kind of just really massaging that color into place. So going in with one color above that, this color here, and it is called Nana. And this is just sort of a tan color, and taking a much fluffier brush, like this is a MAC 217, taking just a touch of this, and now we're gonna work on blowing that out a little bit. Really kind of smoking that transition. You know me, I really enjoy taking it up kind of almost into the brow here. Getting there, getting there. So I really think we can start now intensifying and going into our darker colors. So I'm going to take this color here, and this is the color Kogi, I hope. And going back with that same brush that we started with the Zakaya, we're going to start going over this pink color. And just starting to intensify. Working on the outside corner and really working with the technique. So when I'm here on the lash line, I'm kind of more patting and dragging inwards. But when I get towards the outside, I use more of a flicking motion. And that's to ensure that we've got a really nice soft fade. Nice. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. I'm gonna take this color here called Ify. Same brush. And now we're really gonna work this along the edge. Now this is really a deep, deep purple color. And out of the palette, I probably think that this is kind of the most tricky color. So I'm really just softly patting that color into place, focusing on the outer kind of corner of the eyelid, not going too far into the crease. I'm going to be using this to just intensify everything. And especially here where we're going kind of very close to that tan orange color, you definitely want to be a little bit careful because you know, yellow and purple are opposites, they're complementary colors on the color wheel. Orange is very close to that, so if you're not careful, you're going to get a very, very muddy blend. Remember, patience is key, especially when you're blending out more difficult colors or when you're working only in the matte spectrum. It's very, very important to kind of just take your time, you know, and stop when you're happy. Now, I can honestly say that Sunset Vibes was not the the goal of today's makeup, but now that we're here, not bad, not bad. So I'm going in with more of that Eve color, and I'm going to take that onto the inner corner. Now that worked easy, didn't it? Jeez Louise. You know, whilst the mattes are really nice in this palette, it's really the shimmers that stand out. And I mean, the colors in this shimmers are just like, just amazing. They've got a really great payoff. Yeah, just amazing, beautiful shimmer colors. And I think if you're interested in this palette, you're probably more interested in the shimmers than what you are the mattes. So let me just wipe this off my fingers. Now, before I go in with the shimmer, what I want to take is this. This is a liquid eyeshadow from Beauty Bay in the color of Fluorite. And it is a sort of a duochrome purple, blue, green. Yeah, it is a very interesting color, but it's going to act as a really nice base in the center of our eyelid. So, taking that on a flat brush, I'm just going to go ahead and softly tap that into the center of the lid, going up to where our crease is. And this is just going to act as a sort of a tacky base. So I'm going to go in with this color here, and it is called Faso, and it is a really like stunning blue purple. And we're tapping that straight over the top. Just to intensify it just a little bit, I'm going to take this color here, and this is called Emoja. Finally think I got one of the names correct. And this is like a really an icy blue, and this is just going to go right here in the center. Ideally don't get it above your other colors. Taking my Sephora liquid liner, I'm going to go ahead and start creating my liner shape. So what I really want to focus on is just this outside edge. That's the shape that I'm going for. So just to kind of clean up under the eyes and kind of really understand what shape I'm going for, I'm just taking a little bit of a day cream onto a cotton bud, and we're just kind of going to clean up underneath the eye. A day cream is a really great way to kind of clean up any fallout without really irritating the skin or really adding any oil to the skin. Sometimes if you use an oil-based cleanser or an oil-based makeup remover, it can really kind of eat away at your makeup. So using just a tad bit of your day cream underneath the eyes, really going to clean everything up without disturbing or altering anything. You can go straight over this with makeup and there's not going to be any problems whatsoever. Alright, let's start working on the bottom. I'm going to start, hopefully, in the center with that Beauty Bay. Then going in with a little bit of that acid rain paint, kind of on the sides of that. The inner and outer corner. The bottom color is quite cool. I don't want so much of this sort of orange color on the bottom. I really just want these sort of purples and pinks. So let's go in with a clean brush, something a little bit smaller because we're working underneath the eye. We're picking up that color Kogi. And don't worry about going too low. You can always go ahead and clean that up using that same brush and going into the color If. I'm going into Faso. And this is really going to start tying everything in together. So to tie everything together, I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of pencils onto the waterline just to create a harmonious look. So the first color I'm going to take is this one here. This is called Minted, and it is just a mint color, and this is from Beauty Bay. And in the center here, we're going to run that into the line, and as you see, it really opens things up and really kind of yeah, kind of just marries everything together. Next, taking a dark purple. Now, you know the drill by now. I'm going to pop off camera. Let's do some mascara, lashes, the other side. And then we'll come back and kind of just do a bit of a recap about all you need to know. So that's the final look done. Now, a word of advice, if you're going to recreate this look or do any eyeshadow look, really you should be doing both eyes at the exact same time. Don't do what I do. It's a lot easier to maintain your symmetry if you're doing step for step on both eyes. Never forget that our faces are very much different from one side to the other, so it's a very good practice to kind of get things symmetrical as you move along. Other than that, that is the final look. I did use the palette once more. I took this color here. This is called Ocean, and I used that as my highlight for the look today. I took my blush a little bit higher than perhaps I normally would so that I could get away with this because it does have a pink undertone. And if I didn't do that, then you'd see a bit of a highlight stripe, and nobody wants that. So, also on the lips, I've got a new plumping lip gloss from MAC. It is in the color Pouty Face. It is, yeah. My lips aren't on fire, but they're definitely a little bit spicy.
What's so spicy?
What do you think? Do they look bigger? Probably not. But all in all, drop it down in the comments below. what eyeshadow palette is in your collection that you really haven't reached for recently. I'm very, very curious. I wonder if I have it in my collection and perhaps I can do a look with it as well. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button to see all the future videos from me. Drop a thumbs up, as well as drop a comment of what other content you'd like to see or any other things that are on the top of your mind. Nothing is out of bounds, so to speak. You can definitely drop your thoughts on anything that you'd like to. And don't ever forget to stay safe, stay positive, and never ever forget there's a little bit of magic inside of you. Have a great day. Bye.